inside the Real Madrid half. This is Ansu Fati who comes short to retrieve it for Barcelona, and this is Busquets now out towards Gavi for Barca, but he's been shrugged off it by Vinicius Junior, who then does well to take it around Dest, and he's still going down this left-hand side, Vinicius, although in the end is forced back to Mendy, who almost gave it away to Barcelona. So they've just about kept it with Alaba now, and this is Mendy inside his own penalty area. They're certainly playing risky passes, but they've done brilliantly now to beat the Barcelona press, and they've got a chance to drive down the right-hand side with Lucas Vazquez, who still hasn't made it into the Barcelona half. They've got it now in the Barca half with Benzema, and back it goes towards Luka Modric. There's a lot of players in space down the left-hand side. Let's see if Modric can pick them out. Instead, he's dribbling backwards in towards his own half, and then back into the Barcelona half once more before playing it out towards Toni Kroos. And now they do have it down the left with Ferland Mendy as Vinicius tried to dummy away from Mingueza. Mingueza read it, got a touch in there, and out it goes for a Real Madrid throw down the left-hand side as we have just under 10 minutes left of the first half at the Nou Camp. It's Barcelona 0, Real Madrid 1 as things stand. Continue with a Barcelona throw down the right-hand side, which is taken up towards Frankie de Jong, looking to dribble forward down the left-hand side as he breaks into the Real Madrid half now, as he plays one even further out wide towards Alba. Chance to get the ball in the box, headed away by Eder Militao. Good defending there for Real Madrid as Casemiro tries to play it out towards Rodrigo, although that was intercepted well by Busquets, and Barca can come forward again, this time with de Jong. And now it's with Alba, back towards Busquets. This is Gavi shooting kind of range from the edge of the box. He is going to hit it. It took a deflection, and it's going to go behind for a corner to Barcelona again down that right-hand side, their second of the afternoon. As Depay is going to go out to take it again. Philippe Coutinho is warming up for the hosts. So he's one of the attacking options on the bench for the home side for the second half. Let's see if they can get an equaliser before that. As again, it goes towards Piqué, but that time he couldn't connect with the header. Guedes is going to pick it up at the back post though. Back it goes towards Garcia, swinging it in again, but that was too close to the goalkeeper, Courtois. And now Real Madrid are going to try and hit Barca on the break as it's a brilliant throw from Courtois up towards the goal scorer, or the goal assister, Vinicius Junior, as he drives towards the area, plays it down the left-hand side toward Benzema, looks to chip it towards the back post, and it's Kroos coming in on the volley. It was a brilliant block from Alba, and behind it goes for a corner to Real Madrid, who are really causing Barcelona problems on the counter-attack. They've won a corner from the Barcelona corner initially, as it was Vinicius Junior who drove down that left-hand side. Benzema was making the overlapping run from the left. It was played to the Frenchman, who just about kept it in play by the goal line. And this is ball towards the back post. Met Toni Kroos. His volley went straight into the back of Alba, and here is this corner, their third of the game, this time down the right-hand side. It's going to be an outswinging ball from Casemiro. It's headed away by Piqué, and then there's a battle in there from Vinicius Junior and Luka Modric, who then tried to head it back out down the right-hand side. Real Madrid have got it back now with the goal scorer, Alaba, swinging it in towards the back post. Frankie de Jong won the header though, and it's going to break for Vinicius Junior now in quite a deep position for Real Madrid, although he's played the ball in behind towards Casemiro. Tries to chop back inside the area down the left side. Cuts it back for Vinicius Junior, who got his shot away, and it was parried away by Ter Stegen. Good save from the Barcelona number one. Although I think there might be an offside somewhere in there, because Ter Stegen has picked up the ball and he's taking it like it's a goal kick. He certainly saved it behind, and I think there was an offside from the initial ball forward towards Benzema, or Casemiro I should say, down the left. In fact, as Casemiro chopped past Dest, it came back off his hand, and that's why there's a free kick now for Barcelona, which is taken up by Ter Stegen, but it didn't go very far, and Real Madrid have it back, although it didn't go very far because the man chasing it, Ansu Fati, was then fouled by Lucas Vazquez, who's not happy with Fati, who thought he went to the ground way too easily there. The referee saw it as a foul, and Barcelona have taken this free kick as they've got it with Busquets inside the centre circle. 5 minutes to go before half-time at the Nou Camp, as Real Madrid lead the 279th El Clasico by a goal to 0. It's Gerard Piqué out towards Busquets now. This is Gavi inside the Real Madrid half as it's worked its way down the right with Mingueza. And back all the way to the centre-back Eric Garcia towards Gerard Piqué in the centre circle once more. He looks to switch it out down the left. It's well taken down by the left boot of Jordi Alba. Played inside now to Frankie de Jong. Back to Jordi Alba as he tries to cross it in. And it came off Lucas Vazquez, and it's going to be a corner again to Barcelona with 5 minutes to go of the first half. Can they make something happen from this? They did come close from a previous corner with Gerard Piqué. This time it's from the opposite side. It's played short towards Alba, and then it's taken another deflection. This time off Luka Modric. It's going to be another corner for Barcelona on that same side. It's the first time just then that Barcelona have gone for a short corner, but they're going to play it into the box this time with Memphis Depay, and then swinging ball, and it's flicked on by Casemiro towards the back post where Mingueza is going to pick it up for Barcelona. Does well to find Ansu Fati, who tries to whip it in, and then there was a header on in there from a Barcelona player, I believe Gavi, but it went straight into the arms of Thibaut Courtois, who then plays it out to Modric. Good first time ball to Benzema as Real Madrid are looking to break again. They've got it down the left with Cruz, who breaks into the Barcelona half, plays it even further out wide towards Vinicius Junior, running towards the area, then cuts back and plays it towards Benzema. This is now Cruz as the counter-attack has slowed down, but the pressure's still continuing with Real Madrid. It's down the left again with Vinicius Junior. Mendy's an option further deep. Still Vinicius Junior hangs on to it, then plays it back towards Toni Kroos, and that's a brilliant switch from Toni Kroos down the right towards Vazquez, who keeps it in play by the right-hand touchline. Still Vazquez got a chance to get it in the area, and back it goes to Benzema, who went down onto the challenge of Garcia. Referee waves it away as it breaks from Mingueza for Barcelona, struggling to clear it. In the end does well to find Gavi, couldn't keep it in play for Barca. It's going to be a throw to Real Madrid down the left. It looked like as that ball came towards the penalty area just a moment ago that initially Benzema was pulling down Garcia and then Benzema went down. It looked like they were both as bad as each other there, which is why they both ended up on the floor, and the referee did well to just wave any chances of a penalty away. As Real Madrid are on the ball inside their own half, and now inside their own penalty area, with Thibaut Courtois down the left, as he looks to kick it forward. Vinicius Junior is giving chase, but it's too close to Gerard Piqué, who will let it run, and then pick it up deep in his half for Barcelona. Now across towards Garcia, to the right of centre-back, as he dribbles into the Real Madrid half. But Barcelona have 2.5 minutes to try and redeem themselves for this first half, as they're a goal down currently, as Dest plays it back towards Busquets. A good first time ball towards Mingueza. Then he switches it out towards Gerard Piqué, who's well inside the Real Madrid half now, as it breaks for Busquets. It's back to Piqué again in an even further advanced position now down the left-hand side. Further out wide is Alba trying to play one in behind towards De Jong, who was making a run. Vazquez intercepted and then cleared for Real Madrid, but only as far as Piqué once more. It's Busquets now. Over to the left for Piqué again, as Barcelona are looking for a big finish to this first half. Ansu Fati has created a short option. Instead it goes towards Gavi, whose first touch just about let him down, but he almost played one in behind towards De Jong, as Real Madrid look to break now with Kroos, and it's Benzema dribbling into the Barcelona half from the left-hand side, dribbling infield now, but as he tried to slip it back in towards Toni Kroos, it was well read by Busquets. The possession's been fairly even, the attempts have also been fairly even, but the big difference is the goal for Real Madrid, as Barcelona are looking to hit back again, as it's Busquets, and now down the left-hand side with Alba, bit of space on the edge of the area. Fati went down also on the edge of the area, he was claiming for a foul, but now it goes back towards Busquets, looking to chip one in behind again towards Alba, cuts it back towards Fati, big chance for Barca, got his shot away. Militao with a superb block for Real Madrid to prevent Barcelona from equalising, as Alba wins it back on the area, goes down inside the area, and then eventually Real Madrid are going to get that clear, as Vazquez did clear it straight onto the arm of Depay, and it's going to be a free kick for Real Madrid. But what a chance there. Alba, who retrieved it down the left-hand side of the penalty area after a beautiful chip pass in there from Busquets. He then cut it back for Ansu Fati, who got his shot away from close range. It was blocked by Militao, and I wonder if Ansu Fati could have been a bit quicker for taking these shots, which wouldn't have allowed Militao to get the chance to get a block in for Real Madrid. As they've taken that free kick now, and we're 20 seconds away from finding out how much first time stoppage time there is going to be. As it's now Alaba, the goal scorer for Real Madrid, back towards Vinicius Junior. Pass back towards Alaba was intercepted by Busquets, but only as far as a Real Madrid throw. It's now hit the 45 minutes. There'll be one more at the end of this first half. chance. It's Mendy, throws it up towards Benzema. Frankie de Jong putting the pressure on him as he plays it in towards Vinicius Junior. Back to Benzema, who did well to get away from Garcia. And plays it back towards Lucas Vazquez now. And over down this right-hand side is Rodrigo. Vazquez making the overlapping run. Rodrigo dribbles inside, plays it towards Benzema, who tried to touch it back to Rodrigo, who then wins it back inside the area after Garcia was there for Barcelona. He brought down Garcia in the process. And his shot, which ended up hitting the post, in fact, wouldn't have counted anyway. So we're going to take a quick look at the difference between the two sides. The brilliant strike down the left-hand side of the penalty area from Alba, which rifled into that far corner. What a goal it was. Alba's effort is the difference with just 5 seconds of this first half as Barcelona have kicked it straight out of play, and that will bring the first half to an end. It was fairly even. It was Barcelona who had the first chance, the big chance at the end of at the beginning of the first half through Dest. I'm just waiting because the referee's having a word with the Real Madrid boss, Carlo Ancelotti, who was unhappy. Although it looks like it's all calmed itself down at the end of the first 45 as the players are now making their way in. As we talk through the first half, which Dest had the big chance, which he skied at 0-0. Not too long after, it was Alba who won the ball back for Real Madrid, kept on running off the ball, retrieved it just on the edge of the area before running into it, smashing it into the top right-hand corner. That's the difference between the two sides. At half-time, it's Barcelona 0, Real Madrid 1.
Head-to-heads.
Sides, Sergio Dest, I will imagine, will go back to right back with Coutinho playing on the wing. So it's kicked on by Real Madrid. Piqué wins the battle against Benzema, and Busquets is going to pick it up for the host. He plays it across towards De Jong, and now out down the left-hand side is Alba in a bit of space. Infield now for Philippe Coutinho, a first involvement for him as he looks to dribble inside, play one in behind towards Depay, but Alba did well to get across for Real Madrid, and out it goes for a Barcelona throw down the left-hand side, but a really good start for Barcelona to this second half as they take the throw down the left by Alba, up towards Coutinho, good flick away from Vasquez, still Coutinho, in the end it's stolen off him by Casemiro, who plays a 1-2 with Benzema. Real Madrid looked to hit on the break, but there was a foul in there on Vinicius, I believe it was break this afternoon. That's been the tactic for them in front of the crowd of 86,000 inside the new camp this afternoon. It's the average positions for Real Madrid. Only one player averaged inside the Barcelona half. That was
Udah cuy, udah ditelepon pakai HP yang satunya tadi.
towards Modric down the right.
Yo, yang
now
belum like
inside
dulu
himself,
cuy, yang
all about
belum
shooting with his right foot,
subscribe dulu
plays
guys
it
ya.
set towards Rodrigo in the area, tries to subside it across the face of goal towards Benzema. That was good defending though from Garcia, and now Barcelona look to break with Ansu Fati down the left-hand side, although he's facing his own goal now, and he plays it back towards Alba, who will then play it back to his goalkeeper Ter Stegen. And all of a sudden, 5 minutes of the second half has flown by as we hit the 50th minute. This is Ter Stegen on the ball, out towards Garcia, who will play a 1-2 with Busquets, and now play a good ball towards Frankie de Jong, who's got space inside the Real Madrid half to dribble forward, and then play it down the left towards Ansu Fati, who then looks for the overlap from Frankie de Jong. Fati went down, although the referee doesn't give the free kick, because Vasquez picked it up for Real Madrid.
Yo, yang belum like dulu cuy, like dulu dan subscribe, yang belum subscribe jangan lupa di subscribe juga cuy.
Initially, or eventually, and now Piqué thought about taking it down, took too long with it, and Benzema battling again for Real Madrid, who break out now with Mendy, and this is Bruce back towards the goal scorer, Alaba, and now out towards Mendy again, let it run from Vinicius Junior as Bruce picks it up, because they've still got it inside their own half, Real Madrid. Barcelona have got themselves back now. It's Alaba on the ball again, as he's going to look to switch it down the left-hand side towards Vinicius Junior, who's certainly going to be on side. He's now got Dest putting on the pressure for Barcelona. Still Vinicius Junior though, and in the end, Busquets came across to help out Dest, and behind it will go, or out it will go, for a Real Madrid throw down the left-hand side, just inside the Barcelona half. It's going to be left back Ferland Mendy who throws it up to Kroos, gets it back now Ferland Mendy, and again it was Busquets coming across for Barcelona to get a touch in there, as there's a few more substitutes for Barcelona warming up. The likes of Aguero was in there, so it's group of 3 for Barcelona warming up, as it's Ferland Mendy now for the opposition Real Madrid. So back it goes towards Alaba, and this is now Militao. Militao plays 1,000th minute of the season, or has now played his 1,000th minute of the season this afternoon. Now it's Piqué for Barcelona, who's won 30 trophies for Barcelona. Played for the under-12s, of course he came from their academy, as Barcelona now have it down the left-hand side with Memphis Depay, a bit of room for him as he looks to take on Rodrigo, goes on the outside of Rodrigo, cuts it back in the area. In the end it was Militao in there for Real Madrid, as it breaks for Modric down the right-hand side, who's looking to clear, slides it in towards Rodrigo, who went down under a challenge from Alba, and it appears to be a bit of a dive from Rodrigo, as the referee, I think, correctly waves it on, and Barcelona are going to get a throw. Well, actually, I think the referee might have changed his mind, because Alba, who was ready to take the throw, they got told by the referee, no, I've given a foul, and Real Madrid will get on with the free kick down the right-hand side, inside their own half. Modric is going to take it, he plays it short to Vasquez. It's Modric again in the middle of the field, as he switches it out down the left-hand side towards Mendy. Coutinho's putting the pressure on for Barcelona, and he got there first for Barcelona, and then was pulled down by Ferland Mendy, and I think he should see the first yellow card of the afternoon. The referee still hasn't given him a yellow card if he's going to. Busquets is complaining, the referee's waving him away, and there was an arm across from Ferland Mendy on, in fact, Gavi, who it was, who stole it back for Barcelona. And I think Mendy is very lucky to escape a yellow card if he does do so. It's going to be a free kick for Barcelona. Right-hand side, it's a chance to get the ball into the penalty area. It's fairly deep for the hosts. It's a fair way in front of the halfway line still. I believe it will be Coutinho, the substitute, to take the free kick, to get the ball into the penalty area. In it goes, an out-swinging ball. It's headed away by Casemiro, and now Vinicius Junior is going to fight to keep it in play for Real Madrid. He did so, plays a 1-2 with Mendy, now chips one forward towards Benzema, takes it down with his shoulder. Brilliant ball with his shoulder towards Lucas Vasquez, who now looks to break down the right-hand side for Real Madrid. Cuts inside of Alba, swings one back towards Benzema. He's put it quite out wide, though, the Frenchman for Real Madrid, who's got it now by the goal line, down the left-hand side. He's got an option behind him with Vinicius Junior, who he plays in 2, and back now to Ferland Mendy. Good touch away from Philippe Coutinho. Still Mendy towards the edge of the box, shoots with his right foot. It was 2, goes to Ter Stegen, who had to parry and then claim it second time round the goalkeeper of Barcelona. This is rolled it out to Alba, who's given it straight back to Real Madrid. It's Casemiro, now Rodrigo. This is Modric down the right-hand side. A little step over away from Jordi Alba, but he's not really going anywhere, Luka Modric, at the moment, as he's facing away from goal and plays it all the way back to Ferland Mendy. Now down the left-hand side is Vinicius Junior, who's going to take on Dest, and he still dribbles inside. Still Vinicius Junior taking on Dest once more. This time Busquets is there to help out the Barcelona number 2, as he's got it by the goal line. Does well to play it inside towards Kroos, who shrugs off Coutinho, dribbling towards the area from the left-hand side. Cuts it back for Rodrigo to try and cut one towards the far corner. But he completely mishit it, and it swerved the other way, and it went quite far wide of that far post for Real Madrid. But it's the first chance of the second half, or a couple of chances in that one for Real, which all started from a beautiful shoulder pass from Karim Benzema just on the halfway line as he got it out towards Lucas Vasquez. And, it's not just the goals and the assists from Karim Benzema, all 11 goals and 5 assists in the league in just 9 games after this one for Real Madrid. It's the beautiful bits of play he does in between, like that shoulder pass there. So now it's Des for Barcelona, who dribbled away from Vinicius Junior. He was brought down, but the referee waves play on as it breaks for Coutinho. Now down the left-hand side with Ansu Fati towards the edge of the box. Cuts inside on his right foot. Still Fati got a shot away. It was a good sliding challenge in there from Casemiro as it still breaks for Luke de Jong. And this is now Philippe Coutinho back towards Ansu Fati again. This time in the middle of the pitch for Barcelona, out towards Coutinho. As he's trying to find an option down the right place and infield to Gavi. Flicked over the top towards Gavi once more as he plays the ball on the half body towards the back post, just beyond Frankie de Jong, who was making the late run. And it's going to break for Rodrigo, taking on Alba, getting past Alba as he looks to start a counter-attack for Real Madrid. Alba was able to get a foot in there to recover for Barcelona, and in the end, defends really well for the hosts as he plays it in towards Coutinho as Barcelona to break again down the left-hand side as it goes back towards Jordi Alba once more. Infield for Fati just inside the penalty area by the back corner of the penalty area. It's Coutinho who swings one out down the right-hand side towards Des now for Barcelona as he plays the ball in, deflected off of Ferland Mendy, and it deflects behind for a corner to Barcelona. The pressure is building on Real Madrid again as we are approaching the hour mark. We're about 3.5 minutes away from that hour mark. Barcelona have a corner down the right-hand side, and I'm sure it'll be Depay who will go out to that opposite flank to take it. He goes short this time towards Coutinho, back towards Depay again. He's got it on his left foot, swings it in towards the back post towards Frankie de Jong, who got a header on, but it was too close to the goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. And I think the referee has just given a free kick against Frankie de Jong, who seems to climb on the Real Madrid defender. But Barcelona are protesting something. They believe there was an arm from Kroos. In fact, they believe it came off the arm of Toni Kroos. It did. I wonder if VAR would take a look at it. His arm was out, Toni Kroos, from the cross, but I wonder if it was because de Jong was climbing on the back of him. That's what the referee saw. That's why he's given a free kick to Real Madrid. But if it wasn't a free kick to Real Madrid, it could have been a penalty to Barcelona because it certainly hit the arm of Toni Kroos. In the meantime, Gerard Piqué has been booked for protesting against the referee, Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez. He's now running towards the centre circle, and I think it's going to be waved away, the chance of the Barcelona penalty. Did come off the arm of Toni Kroos, who might find himself lucky, and the referee certainly helped him out by giving him the free kick for the climb from Frankie de Jong on the back of Toni Kroos. As Real Madrid have got us back underway from the free kick. They've played it long down the right-hand side towards Rodrigo. He's not going to be able to keep it in play, though, as it went just past him. It's going to go out for a Barcelona throw down this left-hand side. So it's taken back towards the man who's just been booked, Gerard Piqué, who was taken off in a Champions League game a few weeks ago in the first half after being booked because they didn't want to risk a red card. He's been booked again now as play is going to resume with a Real Madrid free kick. I think there was an offside in there from Memphis Depay as it was played long towards him. So we're back underway from the free kick for Real Madrid down the left-hand side as Ferland Mendy plays a 1-2 with Vinicius Junior. He's got Modric as an option through the centre. Instead goes to Benzema further forward, who then plays it first time back out towards Vinicius Junior. And this is now Toni Kroos back towards Casemiro just outside of the centre circle. Across it goes to Vasquez, and then Rodrigo comes short to retrieve for Real Madrid. And now Vasquez, this time on the halfway line for Los Blancos, as he turns away from Ansu Fati, who had a little slip in there for Barcelona, as it's Modric again deep inside the Barca half as he plays it across into the Real Madrid half for Eder Militao. And now Ferland Mendy, as Barcelona are starting to press now with Gavi, and they forced Ferland Mendy all the way back to the goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. This is now Militao for Real Madrid. He looks to dribble it forward and he swings it out down that left-hand side towards Vinicius Junior, who's going to get there ahead of Des. He's in on goal, Vinicius Junior, but Des was able to get there with a superb recovery challenge because he almost let Vinicius Junior in on goal, but he just about got back in time for Barcelona, and then he cleared it away before Ter Stegen was about to pick it up for the hosts. But what a chance for Vinicius Junior, who was going to smash it on the half volley as he thought he was clear in on goal, which is why he seemed to slow down. If he took a touch and then dribbled towards goal, he might have had a better chance of getting a shot away, because Des was crawling from behind him to get that recovery challenge in there for Barcelona, as it stays 1-0 to Real Madrid as we hit the hour mark now. Half an hour to go of the latest edition of El Clasico, as it's Modric down the right-hand side, and he's just done brilliantly to backheel it off of Frankie de Jong and win Real Madrid a corner down the right-hand side. It's their first of this second half, I believe their third or fourth of the game. And is their fourth, in fact, and it's going to be out to take it for Los Blancos. Casemiro's in the area, so too, I believe, is Militao. Benzema's going from the edge of the box as it's Kroos to take it. Outswinging ball towards the near post, didn't beat the first man, Alaba though. And out it goes for a throw down this right-hand side for Real Madrid, which is going to be taken by the right-back Lucas Vazquez. So there's the first glimpse of the Real Madrid substitutes warming up. I believe I saw Asensio in there, who's just coming back from injury, if it was him warming up. As it's Lucas Vazquez to take this throw for Real Madrid. He throws it backwards towards Modric, chip pass towards Vazquez again, now on towards Rodrigo, good back heel towards Modric, edge of the area, gets his shot away with his left foot. That was a good sliding block from Garcia. Still Real Madrid coming in with Ferland Mendy, and now Benzema down the left hand side, plays an infield towards Toni Kroos, and now Vinicius Jr. chips one in behind towards Modric, cuts it back for Benzema, who shot it on the volley, but he shot it too close to Andre Ter Stegen, who made the save for Barcelona. What a chance for Real Madrid, their best of this second half, as Ter Stegen launches it out towards Frankie de Jong now as Barcelona look to hit on the break. They've got it in the centre circle now with Busquets. And this is now Gavi, infield towards Coutinho for Barcelona. And now it's with Fati. Good first time ball out towards Alba. Look, he's played it back towards Coutinho. This is Depay, 1-2 with Coutinho, who's inside the area now for Barcelona. Got a shot away and it came off Eder Militao, who got a good block in there. But I think there was a foul from Coutinho, I believe on Rodrigo, who was the last man back for Real Madrid. I think he just pulled Rodrigo down to allow him to have the space inside the penalty area to get the shot away. But first, we'll go to that Real Madrid chance. It was a brilliant chip from the penalty area from Modric over the head of Dest, which allowed a chance on the volley for Benzema. But he struck it cleanly, but not with the correct direction, as it went straight to the Barcelona goalkeeper Ter Stegen. But Benzema's back in the action again as he tries to win the header against Piqué, but Piqué did win it, so now it's hit long by Alba up towards Coutinho. And this is Busquets now for Barcelona, as it's Eric Garcia who flips it down that right-hand side for Dest, who's making a run forward for Barcelona inside the Real Madrid half. Good touch in there from Memphis Depay, or good attempt in there to spin away from Alaba. But in the end, his touch ran away from him just on the edge of the penalty area, and it runs all the way through to Courtois. So he throws it out towards Vazquez now for Real. Tries to play a 1-2 with Modric, although Vazquez isn't going to get to that second pass, and it goes out for a Barcelona throw down the left-hand side. This is De Jong for the hosts, back towards Ansu Fati. Now Coutinho as he plays an infield towards Busquets. And this is now Eric Garcia inside the Real Madrid's half. Centre-back, and it's Coutinho again, plays it down the left-hand side towards Alba, who looks to get a low ball towards the penalty area. That's away by Militao, but only as far as De Jong. But now Coutinho again, back to De Jong, and it's worked its way to the left-hand side once more with Ansu Fati, who turns away from Modric, and then from Vazquez, went down under the challenge and wins Barcelona a free kick. So there was a little clip in there from Lucas Vazquez on Ansu Fati. Did well initially to spin away from Modric, and then from Vazquez. And it's going to be a free kick from just on the edge of the penalty area, although the referee seems to have just moved it a few paces back, which it was always going to be interesting to see if Barcelona were going to shoot from that range, but now it's from further back from the referee. That's how he saw it. It's going to be difficult to get a shot away, but it is a brilliant position to get the ball into the penalty area from the left-hand side, just behind the corner of the penalty area. It's Depay and Alba lining up to take it. If it's Alba, it's going to be an out-swinging ball. If it's Depay, it's going to be an in-swinging ball. This is 29 metres away from goal. Alba swings it in, and it's too close to Courtois, who helps to punch in the end for Real Madrid, who are claiming a foul in there against Militao. It's not been given because Barcelona have it back with Coutinho, who swings it into the back post. Depay tried to win the header back across goal, and I believe it came off of Rodrigo, although the referee has given it the other way. He's given a goal kick to Real Madrid. He saw it coming off of Memphis Depay. We'll have a closer look at it now, as it's actually did come off the Real Madrid man, Rodrigo, and it should have been a corner. The initial free kick was poor from Alba, as it was punched away by Courtois, who I thought could have caught it there in goal for Real Madrid. He got away with it in the end, as the goal kick's been taken, and Real Madrid have it with Vazquez, who's now dribbled into the Barcelona half. It's a brilliant switch to that left-hand side for Ferland Mendy. He's got an overlapping run from Vinicius Junior, but back it goes towards Kroos instead, and now it breaks for Mendy again down the left-hand side. And this is Vinicius Junior, who's got Dest and Gavi staying close to him, so he's forced to play it back towards Ferland Mendy, and this is Kroos, who turns away from Busquets and then back to Mendy again. And now it's with Alaba inside his own half for Real Madrid. And this is Militao with 25 minutes to go of El Clasico. As Militao is still dribbling forward brilliantly for Real as he plays it down the right-hand side for Vasquez. And Militao's the only option again for Vasquez, as he's well inside the Barcelona half, the Real Madrid centre-back. And this is Casemiro now, who's gone out to cover from Militao's advanced position as he plays it across to Kroos. Now it's with the goal scorer, Alaba. Down the left-hand side is Mendy inside his own half, back towards Alaba again, and Casemiro, who's still occupying that centre-back position, allowing Militao to advance. He seems to clip one out to the right-hand side towards Vasquez, but he's under-hit it, and out it will go for a Barcelona throw down that left-hand side. It is now Garcia on the ball inside the centre circle for Barcelona, as he plays it down the right-hand side for Dest. Now for Barcelona, and now infield towards Frankie de Jong. It's with Alaba now down the left-hand side, back infield towards Frankie de Jong again. Now down the left-hand side again with Alaba, chance to get the ball in, took a deflection off of Vasquez, and then Vasquez did well to get there in front of Alaba to get to the second ball as he clears it long for Real Madrid, but Piqué's going to win that header on towards Busquets, although Kroos is putting the pressure on for Real, and he's won it back for Real Madrid as Vinicius Junior is making the run off the ball because it's Benzema driving forward for Real, placing him behind towards Vinicius Junior, left-hand side of the penalty area, cuts inside on his right foot, still going, taking on Piqué down the left, cuts it back in the end for Mendy, now Kroos on the edge of the box for Real Madrid. Coutinho did well there for Barcelona to come back and win the ball for the hosts, and now Barcelona can play their way out with Garcia on towards de Jong, although he's giving it straight back to Real Madrid, and they've got it inside the area again, this time with Vinicius Junior, who takes it around down the left-hand side, tried to clip it back towards Benzema, but in the end it was too close to the goalkeeper Ter Stegen, who did well to read the cross and claim it for Barcelona, who almost gifted Real Madrid a second goal there. But all of a sudden they've emerged with it in the Real Madrid half, with Depay down the left-hand side. This is back towards Alba, and this is now Busquets. This is Coutinho in the centre of the pitch for Barcelona, rolls it out down the right-hand side. It's time for Dest for Barcelona. Balls back towards Coutinho again. And this is now Fati, who's got an option down the left-hand side, instead plays it to Depay. And Depay gets it back to Fati. Alaba tries to chip one into the back post, but it was too close to Thibaut Courtois, who's going to get on with it quickly by smashing it long towards Benzema as the action continues again. Benzema couldn't win the header, and de Jong picks it up inside the Barcelona half, or the Real Madrid half, as it's Alaba back towards Coutinho, edge of the box. He's got Casemiro staying close to him, back out down the left for Alba, and now it's with Ansu Fati on the edge of the box, back towards Busquets. That's a good ball inside the penalty area. It's a chance for Gavi, plays it infield towards Ansu Fati, who went down, although the referee's going to wave it away. There's a couple of players down inside the penalty area, so the referee stopped the play. But I think Ansu Fati is going to be all right. I'm just waiting to see who's down for Real Madrid. It might actually be Alaba. It is Alaba, actually. He got kicked by Ansu Fati. So, if anyone, it should be Alaba down in more pain, as they both went down, both Ansu Fati and David Alaba. As the play has been stopped. But we're going to look at that chance for Benzema, which happened quite a bit earlier on in that first half. What a move it could have been for Real Madrid. Modric picked it up on the volley inside the penalty area. A brilliant flick with the outside of his right boot towards Benzema, who hit it on the full volley again towards the goal, but it was too close to Ter Stegen, as we're back underway with Barcelona on the ball. This time with Dest. Now it's with Busquets looking to chip it down that left-hand side. Alba is going to get there for Barcelona. He's got Vasquez close to him, swings the ball towards the penalty area, but it went close to goal. Being close to goal, also close to the goalkeeper in Thibaut Courtois, who caught it for Real Madrid, who are going to make a substitution shortly when the ball next goes out of play, but they're on the ball as things stands with 20 minutes to go of this El Clasico. as it's Vinicius Junior down the left towards Benzema, who's by the touchline as well, back towards Vinicius Junior again, and Benzema once more. This time it's a brilliant switch out to that right-hand side towards Lucas Vazquez, looking to dribble towards the penalty area from the right-hand side. Still Vazquez, he's going to try and cut it back across goal, but it was too close to Ter Stegen, who again read the cross really well to come out of his line to claim for Barcelona. As he rolls it out now to Piqué. Now it's with Busquets, and this is De Jong down the left-hand side, dribbling into the Real Madrid half. As he still goes on, De Jong tries to cut inside ahead of Casemiro, who got a foot in there for Real Madrid, and then there was a good back heel from Vazquez to give Casemiro a bit of time to pick an option for Real Madrid. So it's back with Luka Modric down the right-hand side. He looks to be brought down by Coutinho, and he was brought down by Coutinho. Real Madrid are going to get themselves a free kick. And finally, the ball's gone out of play, which means Real Madrid are going to be able to make this change. So we're waiting to see who's coming on. I believe it's Rodrigo coming off for Real Madrid. It is the right winger of Los Blancos coming off. And it's Valverde coming on for Real Madrid. So a more defensive change in there now, as it's Kroos on the ball out towards Alaba, and now down the left-hand side with Mendy, who's dribbling down the left. In fact, it's Vinicius Junior as he runs infield towards the area. Benzema out towards Mendy, bit of space down the left-hand side, back in towards Benzema, and in the end it runs towards the substitute Valverde, who hit it on the half volley, but hit it straight into the side netting. Big chance in there from Real Madrid. The bigger chance, though, was initially as the ball went in towards Benzema, but it was just behind the Real Madrid number 9. Played it out towards Mendy initially, and as the ball went in, I think it was just offside Benzema anyway, as he tried to flick it towards goal, but he couldn't quite do so effectively, and then it broke for Valverde at the far post as he shot it towards the near post, but too far towards the near post, as it's Fati now for Barcelona inside the area. Good challenge in there from Alaba, but Fati manages to get it back straight away for Barca. Gavi now as he flips it up down that right-hand side towards Dest, who's dribbling infield for Barcelona. Gets a shot away with his left foot, and it's not far over the bar at the near post. Big chance there for Barcelona as they're trying to hit back at Real Madrid. And this El Clasico, with just under 20 minutes to go, is really starting to heat up, as it was Dest on the edge of the box, dribbled onto his left foot, shot towards the near corner, or near top corner. Courtois seemed to have it covered, but it went over the bar anyway, as Barcelona are making a change themselves now. It's going to be Ansu Fati to make way. He's making way for Sergio Aguero, who makes only his 3rd appearance of the season. Can he get a big goal in this El Clasico? In his first El Clasico, of course. He has played against Real Madrid many times, not only for Manchester City in the Champions League, but of course at his club before, Atletico Madrid. As Real Madrid have got us back underway from this goal kick with Ferland Mendy, who's under a bit of pressure and forced back towards Courtois, who was then forced to hit it first time with his left boot towards Benzema. He couldn't take it down. It was well won there by Garcia. This is now Coutinho battling away, but he's lost out towards Alaba, trying to kick it long towards Vinicius Junior, who was then completely clattered into by Dest. And Real Madrid are going to get themselves a free kick down the left-hand side, just in front of the halfway line. And it's a shame for Ansu Fati, as he won't get the second El Clasico goal in 2 starts in El Clasico. He would only be the 4th player this century to do that if he were to have scored today. So he's going to now watch on for the last 15 minutes from the bench. As it's Courtois for Real Madrid inside his own penalty area. Now Modric out towards Lucas Vazquez down the right-hand side, as Barcelona are starting to press again. Modric, he's lost out to Frankie de Jong, who just about keeps it in play for Barcelona, but they're still tussling there, Modric and Frankie de Jong. But I think the referee has decided, or the linesman down this near side has decided, that it did in fact go out of play. So it's going to be a throw for Real Madrid down the right-hand side, deep inside their own half. This is taken by Vazquez on towards Valverde. Back towards Vazquez again, and this is now Militao back across to the goalkeeper Courtois as he plays it out towards Mendy, trying to dribble inside rather riskily inside his own penalty area. So Aguero was putting on the pressure as he plays it back to Militao, and now with Vazquez down the right-hand side, as Real Madrid somehow managed to keep it for a good length of time, but they weren't going anywhere. But they are now with Lucas Vazquez, who's dribbled into the Barcelona half, and he backheels it to Benzema. But as he tried to play it out to the right-hand side for Valverde, it was slightly overhit, and it goes up for a Barcelona throw down the left-hand side. Carlo Ancelotti was looking rather nervously down at this near touchline. He's gone 5 games here at the Nou Camp without a win, but his side are winning 1-0 as Barcelona try to rectify that with Memphis Depay as he plays it back towards Alba. Now Busquets down the middle for Barcelona, spreads it down that right-hand side with Dest, who swings it into the box, came off Ferland Mendy, and Barcelona are going to have a throw now down this right-hand side to be taken by Dest again, and he throws it back towards Garcia for Barcelona. 1-2 with Busquets, still Garcia inside the Real Madrid half. Busquets gets it back again, and now Coutinho comes deep to get it for Barcelona as he plays it down the left-hand side of midfield with De Jong. Further out wide now with Jordi Alba. And now it's with De Jong again, and this is Depay inside the area as his touch takes him back outside down the left-hand side. And it's Alba back into Depay again, who's now facing away from goal, plays it infield towards Busquets. Now Coutinho inside the area, chops in on his right foot, trying to get a shot away, and in the end, by doing so, kicked out at Militao. The referee didn't actually see it, and in the end, it does run out for a goal kick for Real Madrid, so Militao won't mind anyway, but the foul wasn't given his way. That's the first we've seen in a little while from Barcelona, or the first time we've seen them in a while getting it into the Real Madrid penalty area. But it didn't come of anything in the end as Coutinho was stretching to try and get a shot away after cutting inside away from Militao. We've got a good fit in there for Real Madrid before going down after the kick out from Coutinho. As Barcelona are making another change, it's De Jong coming off, and it's Sergi Roberto coming on for Barcelona. Has big late impacts at the Nou Camp for Barca down the years. Noticeably, one in the Champions League, the 6-1 win against Paris Saint-Germain. Who remembers that? Let's see if he can help Barcelona get a late goal here as there's 13 minutes left of normal time of the latest El Clasico, as Barcelona have it down the right with Gavi. Further out wide is now Dest. There was a challenge in there from Casemiro, which brings it out for a throw for Barcelona down the right-hand side as Dest plays it back towards Busquets, and now it's with Coutinho, edge of the box as he's dribbling towards the left-hand side, plays it towards Sergi Roberto, his first touch of the game now. This is with Busquets. Sergi Roberto scored 2 goals this season for Barcelona. Of course, he plays in a more advanced position rather than initially at right back. This is Coutinho now for Barcelona down this left-hand side for the host. Still dribbling from the left. He's got Depay just further out wide. So tries to flick it infield towards Alba, but it was a good interception there from Vasquez as he played it on to Valverde, who then ran it out of play for Real Madrid as Barcelona get on with that throw quickly as it goes up towards Memphis Depay, playing it infield towards Gavi, edge of the box, chance for a shot perhaps. No, he tries to roll it out down the right hand side towards Dest, but Ferland Mendy was there for Real Madrid, and it's going to break for Vinicius Junior, who tried to take it around Busquets, who got a good touch in there for Barcelona, but can't prevent the Real Madrid throw. Though he wanted a Barcelona throw, he thought after he won it back, it then came back off of Vinicius Junior, and he would have been right actually. It should have been a Barcelona throw there, but Real Madrid have it, and they've gone on with it with Mendy, who then is on the end of another challenge from Busquets, and another throw will go Real Madrid's way down the left-hand side. So we have just over 10 minutes of normal time to go for El Clasico. So Real Madrid are heading towards the top end of the table again. Barcelona still down in 8th, where they started the afternoon. So it's going to be a yellow card now for Ferland Mendy for time wasting. So now he'll get on with the throw for a second time. So he's got an option further down the line with Benzema. He tries to play it back towards Vinicius, but it was picked up well by Gavi, and this is Coutinho now for Barcelona, who's got Casemiro sticking close to him. Still Coutinho down the centre of the pitch for Barca as it's worked its way down the left-hand side now with Eric Garcia. It's Coutinho who picks it up again as Real Madrid are sitting deep now. As this is Depay, as he slips one infield towards Sergi Roberto, and out down the left-hand side towards Alba, flicks it beyond towards Sergi Roberto down the left flank again, although he's facing away from goal as he plays it back to Alba. But as Sergi Roberto picked it up initially, he was in an offside position, so Real Madrid are going to get themselves a free kick by the right flank deep inside their own half. He was onside, actually. Sergi Roberto. It was a poor decision from the linesman out at that far side. And so we look at the attacks for Barcelona in the second half. 14 have come down the left-hand side compared to just 4 down the right. Alba's played a big part in that for Barcelona. So too has Depay, as he's played mainly down the left-hand side, although he's moved further central now as Mendy got himself in a bit of trouble. As it's a chance now for Aguero, first involvement for him to dribble down that right-hand side. Still Aguero, and eventually turns back and chips it in with his left foot towards the penalty area. That's headed away by Alaba. Chipped back infield towards Busquets, but it's going to be over hits, and Aguero's not going to be able to get onto that for Barcelona as it goes out for a goal kick for Real Madrid. As the clock ticks down to 9 minutes. So we'll look at the chance before for Barcelona as Dest dribbled infield. This was a good 10-15 minutes ago, this chance. It was the last shot on goal Barcelona have had, as he got a shot away with his weaker left boot, but it went just over the bar at the near post. As Courtois has now taken this goal kick for Real Madrid. He clips it down the right-hand side for Valverde, who did well to win the header against Piqué, but the referee's going to have to stop the play for a head injury on Piqué. Surely he's going to. Eventually he does. He thought about playing on for a second, but there was no way he could have done that, as Piqué was screaming for attention in there. And the Valverde, who won the header, is also down for Real Madrid. I think he's holding his thigh rather than his head. Piqué looked like he was in a lot of distress there. So Valverde did win the header and then got hit on the back of the head from Piqué's head. And it was a collision of the two heads, the two players, which is why the game has been stopped. So both players are now getting treatment. As Piqué, I believe, is sitting up. But Valverde doesn't seem to be hurt with his head. He's holding his left hamstring, and that's where he's in pain. So a rare stoppage in this one. There hasn't been too many, but this will add to the stoppage time, which we'll find out how much there's going to be in about 7.5 minutes' time. As Real Madrid are going to make a couple of substitutions before we get back underway. We're going to wait to see who's coming on. I think I might have actually seen Camavinga in there for Real Madrid. Of course, the new signing this summer. It will be his first El Clasico if it is to be him coming on. But first, there's actually a big problem for Piqué. The stretcher has actually been driven onto the field of play. Though I think Piqué might have actually got up, and I don't think he'll be needing it, as Valverde is also up on his feet for Real Madrid, as Barcelona are also going to make another substitution. Luke de Jong is going to come on for the hosts before we get back underway. Let's wait to see who these players, or which players are coming off for the two sides, as we're back underway with a Barcelona free kick down the right-hand side. Piqué's waiting to come back on. He'll be okay to come back on. So too will Valverde. I don't think either of those substitutions for Real Madrid or Barcelona have happened yet. As it's Depay down the left-hand side for Barcelona. Clips it back towards Alba now for Barca. Back out wide down the left for Depay again. Shuts inside for his right foot. Swings it into the back post. Coutinho won the header. Somehow won the header. But over the bar it went. And out it will go for a Real Madrid goal kick. And maybe a chance for those substitutions to happen for both sides. So I don't think they have happened yet the last time the ball was out of play. It was actually Aguero who towered above to win that header for Barcelona, but it went over the bar at the near post. Courtois was happy to see it over the bar. As here comes the changes. It's Luke de Jong on for Barcelona. He's replaced Gavi. I don't think Real Madrid have made their changes yet. They might be waiting for the clock to run down a little longer before they make the two substitutions. As Courtois kicks it long down the field. Piqué wins the header. De Jong, the first chance for him, but it was a poor touch, and Benzema will now pick it up for Real Madrid, as this is Lucas Vazquez trying to slip it in towards Benzema again. It was well intercepted though by Gerard Piqué, and now Depay down the left-hand side, facing his own goal inside his own half. Plays it infield towards Busquets. Now it's with Coutinho inside the centre circle, being pressed by Vinicius Junior, but he's found space to play it out towards the left-hand side for Jordi Alba. And now infield towards Busquets, as he